Hi girls. So I gave you a 16 out of 25 on your project planning sheet, mainly because there's just not enough detail here, and so it's hard to tell what your thinking process is. Also, you have a little bit of a problem. Your goals are supposed to be by number, so these should really be UN sustainability goals. And to make a more productive way to gather crops is a description of what you're trying to do, but it's not specifically a UN goal. So you need to go back and figure out which goals you each have according to the list that I gave you. So you didn't really follow the directions, so you lost some points there. Let's take a look at your point of view statement. So your point of view statement is really short, and it doesn't really tell me anything about your user. So you mentioned the people in these countries. You don't tell me what the countries are. I know it's right on the other page, and I can go back and look. You refer to your prototype as a product, and I just think that that's bad form. It doesn't sound right. It sounds like you're trying to sell something as opposed to trying to solve a problem. I think you're better off calling it a prototype. So you'd be better off saying the people in this country, and this country need our prototype so they can save their crops from excess water. And I'm not really sure what you mean by a thrown off rain schedule. You're saying that the normal schedule of rain in these countries has been thrown off, but you're not giving me a lot of detail about how or why, or is this part of climate change? Is this just the normal way that things run in these countries? Do they have rainy seasons followed by dry seasons? What's really going on? So you haven't really given me enough information to understand. So the idea here is that you're trying to protect crops from excessive water. That's what it sounds like to me. Your prototype drawing down here is very hard to understand. I get the basic idea. It's some kind of vertical grow system, but nothing's labeled. You don't tell me how big anything is. So I really don't know exactly what this structure is or what it would be built from, and I need that information. Okay, so your explanation of how the prototype is going to meet the needs of the user is a little bit vague. I'm still not sure what we're doing here. So you said that the prototype helps users collect as much water as they need. I can't tell how it would do that. I'm looking at the system and it looks to me like you have plants growing sort of in a vertical column, and I don't know how that helps you collect water, or even if that's really what you're trying to do. I get the second part. This makes sense, that you're trying to grow plants inside to protect them from the elements. That makes sense to me. Now you're saying this meets the needs of the users because they're going to have a more successful crop, but the need isn't addressed. You're not explaining what the need is. So you're saying that the need is to protect them from the elements, but you're not really describing what the elements are. And I get it. You're saying that it's to protect them from, I guess, excessive rain, or maybe flood. I'm not really sure. So you need to be a lot more specific in order for me to give you all the higher level thinking points and stuff like that. So there's so many details that are missing. If you guys want to go back and sort of enhance this with more details, that'll help you get a better score on it. I definitely recommend that you do that before you move forward with actually building a prototype and testing your prototype. So until you get an okay from me, you really shouldn't move forward to the next phase of the project. Okay, girls, so you can talk to me in class if you have more questions. See you then.